The film crew had to perform some spectacular work as well. It was essential to anchor a camera and its operators high in the sky, 500 feet above the potentially lethal Niagara waters. The camera crew needed cool heads. One false step, and you're somewhere under the rainbow.
Did you get that? Turn the clock, the cage anti-clock. Come in again.
If you do have the misfortune to fall, there's only one man on Earth who can save you.
There you go.
Again!
No, I'm sorry. Only one ride to a customer.
Superman!
Bye.
Superman, it's me!
At Niagara, Margot Kidder and Chris Reeve meet some of the fans they made with Superman 1. No hint of the isolated superstar here.
It's a really nice place to work, though.
You want to see Shy Kid on me?
Yeah, sure.
Talking to me. Sure. I didn't know.
Margot has to jump over the railing, not into the water, but onto the mattress where her stunt double is resting. It would be too dangerous to ask even an experienced stunt woman to jump into these vicious waters. So, with the no-expense spared planning that characterizes the Superman film, the base of Niagara Falls was recreated on the back lot at Pinewood. Lois Lane's double is wearing the olive green trouser suit and pink t-shirt. The camera is poised above her. Even in these waters, it's a tough fall, but she hits the target dead on. Now let's see that jump cut into the final film. Don't blink.
You think I'm Superman? Boy, you certainly have some imagination, Lois. For a minute there, you almost had me convinced. For a minute.
Bye-bye, baby.
Oh, my God. Excuse me, please.
But Margot Kidder still had to endure some close-ups herself.
At least the way I normally operate is let the stuntman do it as a take, obviously using wide-angle lenses so that you don't see that it's a stuntman, to go through all the procedure for the actor to sit and watch it and say, this is what happens. Then the stuntman comes out and reports where the dangerous areas are, where in the water you find that when you pass that rock, you're being pulled out by the current. You've got to be very careful there. This is the dangerous area. It's dangerous when you start shouting for help. You may swallow too much water, whatever it is. Then you say, look, let's try just a small piece with the actor and maybe put them on a rope or something to protect them. Let's try them in slightly calmer water. But you have to do it gradually, A, to build up their confidence, but to build up my confidence that there is no actual danger, because in the end, it's only a film. And the thought of hurting anyone or any animal or anything while you're shooting a film is absolutely obscene. It's just monstrous. So you cannot allow that to happen. And the one thing that you must learn when you're making action films is that no matter in what hurry you are, how much money you're losing while you wait, that you dare not rush a stuntman. Because with us, it's only money, but with them, it's their life. And certainly the same thing applies when an actor is determined to do his own stunt.
It wasn't only the actors who took some risks on Superman 2. The producers took a big gamble in having Superman actually fall in love.
Superman now, having been prepared really for everything in life, everything he'd have to face on Earth, he's now finding out about his heart. He's now finding out about what love is doing to change him, and that's another part of the movie I think is very important. So what do you think? You like it?
Like it? It's incredible. I mean, not that it couldn't use a woman's touch, you know, especially around dinner time.
Dinner? Oh, I'm sorry. See, I don't usually do too much about... Listen, tonight, sky's the limit. Anything you want.
It was a risk if, in fact, it had been, as it was originally written, that it was Superman with all his faculties and powers in bed with a human being. I think that is an amusing risk, but certainly a risk.
Here, cheers.
Cheers. For the first time in my life, everything's clear.
Well, it was important that the eternal love story between Superman and Lois does come to a conclusion.
The big problem was to respect the audience of children. And I think the way it comes in the film, it works because there is absolutely no feeling, I think, of any kind of vulgarity or any kind of, there's so many words I could use here, but anything unpleasant for children.
Mark McClure is photographer Jimmy Olsen, not quite a child, but the youngest member of Perry White's staff. And Perry himself is once again portrayed by the former child star Jackie Cooper.
So from the beginning it goes now.
Now, right. I can't understand it. Where is he? I mean, he shows up every time a cat gets stuck in a tree.
I tried to write a series or reshape the existing screenplay so that there was always, every other scene or every third scene, so little special effects within that sequence that the actors could perform in a naturalistic manner. Oh, sorry, you weren't here. Could you see the Daily Planet sign? Up top there, there's a little sign, cross. Oh. I'll go find it. Excuse me. Yeah. And I shot them in a normal, relaxed manner with no marks on the floor and freedom to change lines and perform in a way where they were not restricted in any way by camera movements or positions or grids within the cameras.
That's too long.
Yes, it's too long. And I think you need a very steady move across so that he can watch it.
Richard,
yes, sir.
Suppose I finish the game plan speech. Watch. Let's start from the beginning. Right. And then notice it.
Ready? David?
Yeah.
Turn.
I can't understand it. Where is he? I mean, he shows up every time a cat gets stuck in a tree, and now he decides to pull a disappearing act.
You know, maybe we just haven't figured out his game plan.
Game plan? It's fourth down. The 2-minute warning is sounded, and the ball's deep in our territory. How brilliant do you have to be?
Well, Superman's got something up his sleeve, that's for sure. We just haven't figured it out, right, Miss Lane?
He'll be here. If there's any way at all, he'll be here.
See? And she knows his plays better than anybody.
Yeah, better than anybody.
Gene Hackman is once again Lex Luthor.
With all this accumulated knowledge, when will these dummies learn to use a doorknob?
I like to see him as being playful, even though it's written in the script he is a villain. I don't know how to play a villain because, you know, villains really, for my experience as an actor, is that you can only play what's in you, finally. If you play beyond that, then it becomes false or becomes like a comic book character. I can only, you know, if he's villainous, it's what he says from the script. It isn't that I'm going to sneer and people are going to hiss at me.
Hi.
See the White House. They'll be cleaning for months.
Lex Luthor.
Well, I've learned things about films that actors really don't need to know. I mean, like how blue backing works and things like that, which I might have been better off not knowing. But it certainly has killed the time. It's helped it to go faster. I've been here for nearly 3 years, you know, and I've enjoyed learning about how a model works and about how the difference between putting on a 75 versus a 40. When you're turning, do you ever let it go and catch it? Something like that?
Yeah.
How can you catch it without getting a bump on it? You know, without getting a hitch? Yeah.
I don't mind so much when you sit down.
See, but if you spin very hard, you're gonna get a hitch as you stop it.
So we're trying to stage something.
For Christopher Reeve, the Superman set is sometimes better than attending film school.
Anyway, thank you very much for this.
The Fortress of Solitude had to be completely rebuilt for Superman 2. One of the main scenes is when Superman renounces his powers and gets destructured.
Right. Any last words before you get destructured?
Right, stand quiet on stage.
Talk to my
Boys,
agent.
contrary to all rumors, we will be turning sound on this one. I'd like to hear the rehearsal.
That's the definitely I'd much rather make the all-American movie in England than anywhere else, because in the States everyone's going, wow, hey, wait a minute, that's not Superman. You're not doing it right. You know, there's five grips looking and think they know the part better than you do. Over here, they don't know so much about Superman, and so they'll say, well, yeah, I guess he's all right. You know, and I find it's a less critical crew, they're more sympathetic because they don't have the overexposure to Superman that there is in the States. It's not part of the folklore. Feel much more of a sense of freedom.
Right. Action, Chris.
I'm walking and I'm walking.
Door. Now. Move your head around, Chris.
And now, finally. Take my hand and swear eternal loyalty to Zod.
Being hurled backwards holds all the terrors of flying for Terrence Stamp and more.
In fact, it's quite dangerous, and if your mind is wandering and you're up in the air, there's a big chance that you're going to get hurt. So I find that danger really adds to my presence.